Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. 10. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. That was a solid anti-air. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. That's the jump in they were looking for. Taking stock. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find opening KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Our good heads-up decision opting for the dragon pass. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 hits him with a stop and pop. Still slugging it out at this range. Oh, burnout triggers. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. One chance here may end this. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 opts for the critical arm. This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes. The Delta Red Assault.
Assessing damage.
Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Going in. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Kick off with some Street Fighter 6 online rock matches.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on.
You call, I answer.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low heavy. Throws him down. There's a clean switch. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws them to negate the block. Does a good job of pushing back. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Takes a trip. Grabs them. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Chin right kick for a mix-up. From up above. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Jumps. A super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Get scooped from down low. Sure you can. A quick breather. They must have a game plan here with a crit sneaks in the throw. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch.
Hey, what's up, Zen Mix Vlog? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Make a little shout out to you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the live.
Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Decides to go in with the target combo. Difficult situation for a throw. They are battling it out tooth and nail, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jumps in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. One combo can end this round right now. What'll happen here? In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Can't tech the throw. They return to center stage. Player 1 can't use any burnout trigger. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. While critical, what's gonna happen? Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Jinryu rip-off.
Shut up! I've had enough.
Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Okay. Yo, critical art now? This is a critical moment. Aim for the shin. Looking for a hole. Who will come out on top? Low heavy, but no go. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Knockdown. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What's the play here? Big low reaching heavy. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Light lead opens up. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Takes the chance to brushes that off and keeps going. Shinrai kick for a mix-up. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Creates an opening with a low heavy? You've gotta be Mike. Uses the gauge for a super up. Shifu Jinrai doing the miss. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Out of my way. Final round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Hits them with a stop and bop. Big opportunity. Low heavy. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What's next? Player, oh my, the throw back. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Genius read with that throw escape. Anti-air in the clutch. Both sides getting wet. Anticipated that throw. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ninja Star Sniper. Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. A jump in. Back into the corner. What setup do they have?
comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. The grab misses. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Pressuring the situation with the charge-in. Knockdown. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. Takes a trip. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. Whoa. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Fight.
Blocks the impact. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Still scrapping for control of the space. Throws them to negate the block. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to just go for it at this range. Player one might have just shifted this hit zone with a stop and block. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What'll happen here? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who doesn't set the throw? Player two survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Counter hit throw there. There's a corner switch. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Misses the drive impact. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Taking stock. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. In there! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Dashes up. Are we going to see some fire? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Knockdown. Burnout activates. A super art? The super doesn't hit. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Smart play with the throw. Jumps in. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Grabs and throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player two has the chance. Clutch anti-air. They're going for the super art? Just goes for it at this range. This is gonna be bad news. Overhead attack. Knockdown and whip. They're wide open. This is a critical moment. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Shoryuken connects with the throw. Player two is in a very good spot. That back throw was huge. Taking jump overhead. Okay, here we go. Medium kick into. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What's next? Player one can't let this life lead isn't willing to risk it for the overdrive.
I am the prize.
Dumps them! Player 2 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Hey, what's up, Ashes Antics? Welcome to the stream. What's up?
No mercy.
Happy Friday. Thanks for coming. Love M Channel, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Love M Channel. Come in.
Safe and secure. Deal some damage with that quick combo.
And love shout out to you, so.
Player 1 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Grabs him, opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Life lead opens up. Player 2 with the throw ends it.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Love M Channel. Thanks for the art. Appreciate it so much.
Jumps in. Who's going to start things off? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh! Early, this is going to be bad news. Heats it up with a combo into super. Can they keep on him? Gene right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 can't use any. Oh, burnout triggered. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super artist in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Whiffs the impact. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Hit them with a stop and pop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Excellent read. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Amazing. Player 2 and whiffs. They're wide open. Only the best of players can come back from this. This may turn into a big chance. Throws him. What a finish. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Whoa, hold on. Player 2 wishes he extends the meter to throw on some massive damage. What are they thinking here? Very solid corner switch. That drive impact is blocked. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Dual gain control of the match. This is gonna be bad news. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player just goes for it at this range. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Their will to win is really being tested here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jinrai kick for him. It gotta do better than that. Looking for a chance. Player 2 needs to dig in deep to get that drive impact. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? They gotta go! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Both sides getting ready. Player 2, anti-air in the clutch. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. What are they gonna do? Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump, rushes in. Who's going to steal this win? Excellent block. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Nothing stops this train. Punish counter sets the table. Here we go. Super to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A jump knocks them out of the air. Amazing. Anti-air in the clutch. Looking for a hold. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Back dashes for space. Medium kick. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Interesting.
Hey, what's up, Chopang? Vlog, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. What up, shout out, my friend. Thanks for coming.
Gets a good read on their opponent. Those aren't working here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Takes them all the way to the corner with that.
Thanks for coming, my friend. Mega love shout out to you.
Player 2
Thank you so much.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. From up above. Hits them with a stopping block. Jumps. Grabs and throws them away. The throw whiffs. You got it. Burnout activates. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Smart play with the throw. Knock down a super art. Just goes for it at this range. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Medium. Oh, burnout triggered. Fastest hit and the pressure builds. Drive impact misses. All the throws connect. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player throw is denied. What a read. Closing moments of the match. Crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. What a finish. I dare you to find me a better match.
Hey, what's up, Ninfa TV? Welcome to the stream, Ninfa TV. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it so much. Mega love shout out to you, Ninfa TV.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Trips them up. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge, reads their mind and techs the throw. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Nice tech. Decides to meet them in the air. Combo with the target combo. That drive impact is blocked. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Takes a trip. There's a wall slide. They can't do anything now. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate hits them with a stopping block. Jumps. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Gets carried to the corner. Player 2 and experiencing burnout. Going on the offensive? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Medium kick hits. They're going for the super art. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Bet that hurt. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Yo, put that away. A quick breather. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Oh my, the throw tech. Noticeable life delivered flatline damage. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Thanks for the 4 likes, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the 4 likes.
Blanca. Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Everything you have. Showtime. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in, finds the mark. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. They trade hits. And now, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. From up above. Grabs him. Taking stock. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. important. You can still hit them with a stopping bomb. Just goes for it at this range. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Will that super be the turning point? Cuts in with the driver. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whip at this. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that. Goes hunting and bags and catch. Quick breather. Player one can't afford this. Closes it out. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits. Target locked and scoop. Still slugging it out here. Okay, they trade hits. The super armor does its job. Knockdown. Reads them. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Still slugging it out at this range. A quick breather. Which one of these fighters has a thunderous drive impact to close the round? Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Player two can build off this week. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. What'll happen here? Sneaks in above. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Experiencing burnout. Player one has the deck stacked against him. Throws him. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford big time whip. Top finds the target. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Crowns them from above. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
Fight round. Fight.
Open instantly does some big damage. Kicks out a kick. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Looking to plan them with the pile driver. Okay, here we anti-air in this one. Player two is in frozen. What's next? Player one is on the brink of disaster. Getting up, there's a burnout. Player, the stun. Is it gonna be over? You need guts to pull that off. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Nothing but air for the impact. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes for the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Neither of them is willing to back off. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Slips the grab. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Knockdown. Drive lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Does a good job of pushing back. The daring air throw does it. 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. From up goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 still had dropped him hard. Life lead is the pitch, the air throw. Smart play with the throw. Both sides get what a read with that anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Stark knocked them out of the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jump meets them air to air. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Reverse spin kick? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Goes to the air. Players clutch anti-air. Throws them. Amazing. Down on life. They gotta make a move. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Drives it back, misses. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Somersault kick stops them cold. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Throws them down. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? That drive impact doesn't get through. Goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Good somersault kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps in. Going in. This is gonna be bad news. Throw leaves them wide open. Knockdown and somersault kick stops them cold. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Somersault kick to take them head on. Saw that coming. Reversal. The timing's off. Ooh, what a smart throw. Smart play with the throw. Oh, here we go. Oh, yo, Ross Super here. Throws him. Player 2 crowns him from above. Both absolutely connects with the throw. Jumps. All the throw connects. Leaves on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Noticeable. Ooh, crushes the shin. They were in their head. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
All right, round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 2 chases them down. Grabs them, knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Caught their eye on the air. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Near the end of the round, experiencing burnout. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for the burnout triggers. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Can't tech the throw. Misses the grab. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 has a slight life lead. A quick breather. Medium kick hits. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Their spacing is so on point. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Target combo into... Ooh, what a smart blow. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. This is gonna hurt. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. What a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Hits the drive. This is it. Who's gonna take it on? Sets up with the jump in. Impact, squash, drops them. Taking chunks out of each other here. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 is in burnout. Nothing stops this train. A jumping, reads the jumping perfectly. What were they thinking? Perfect execution with the anti-air. They are in a real This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scoop. Knocked them out of the air. Looking for a hold. Drops them hard. Overhead attack. Gotta do better than that. Switch sides. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? They're recovered. Shoot their shot. The finishing blow sneaks through. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. What anti-air? Were they baiting them into that? Jumps. Grabs them. Will that drive impact get punished? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Decides to meet them in the air. Can they convert this punish counter? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 chases them down. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Rising uppercut. Hits them with a stop and pop. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Still scrapping for control of the space. Smart play with the foot swings forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Not much life difference. Knockdown and just goes for it at this range. Player 2 needs to use the burnout trigger. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let us begin. This round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws him down. Fires off an overdrive arm. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. What are they thinking here? Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes them all the way. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Life lead opens up. A quick breather. The kick hits! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. These both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Brushes that off and keeps going. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Not much experience in burnout. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Goes for the jump in. A super art? The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 has defeated the... Oh, snipe! Closes it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Look to drop them to earth. Throws him down. Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws him to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Both fighters are super low on both, experiencing burnout. Player 2, the super doesn't hit. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Grabs and throws him away. Sakuhado nails the anti-air. Yo, put that away. Stops the attack by using a drive kick. A quick breather. Sakuhado dashes up. Breaks the block with a throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. What'll happen here? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Big anime vibe with Imperium's end. Just go for it. Drops them. They couldn't leave that as punishment. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Absorbs the attack and fires back. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout stage. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? From up above. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. Yo, put that away. Quick breather. Player 1 has to come from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Immediate jump in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Throws him to negate the block. Fires off an overdrive. Will gain control of the match in the early go, experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Going in? Just goes for it at this range. They're going for the super art? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Oh, they switch sides. Both sides getting ready. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Flatline zone. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Nowhere to run.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Hits with the overhead. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Was looking for that jump attack. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Snipes them out the air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. Goes for the jump in. A quick breather. Jumps. Reads the jump in perfectly. Finds the target. Gotta be careful not to whip solid anti-air. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. What's next? Player 2 will look. That back throw was huge. Breaks it off. Punish counter on reaction. Only a little bit of drive and life left. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Fight round! Fight!
Oak reads the jump in perfectly. Pokes with a kick. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Crowns from above. Excellent damage. This can lead to some big damage. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Player 2 sets up with the jump, flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. What a reaction. Go air to air. Medium kick here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? Got their eye on the air. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Jumps up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drop. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Jumps. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Overdrive Hashogaki for more damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Jumps, goes for the Shin Hashogaki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Denies the jump in. Side switch in the corner. Lining it right up with the super. Throws them. A quick breather. Life lead crowns them from above. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Nate sets up, closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Fight round! Fight!
Start things off with a jump in? Who's going to steal this win? Correct them! Both fighters are raring each other. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Anti-air in the clutch. You've got this is gonna hurt. What's next? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. The drive impact doesn't work. Holy! Punish counter sets the table. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Chrome from above. Knocks him out of the air. Impact squash. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Drops him hard. Meets them air to air. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The next touch may decide this round. Party time! Catches them in the Fuha Storm. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Sets up with the jump in.
Sure you can.
Called it! Called it! Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super?
Sure you can. Sure you can.
Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Ready yourself. This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Next up, the drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, burnout triggered. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Jumps it, clutch, anti-air. The low. Burnout dissipates. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. It drops them from the air. Oh, yo, raw super here. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Well-timed corner switch. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockdown. Heats it up with a combo into super. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Both looking to establish air superiority. Burns the drive gauge. Jumps. Big throws. Hits him with a stop and block. Scrap experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps in. This can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna machine that Shogeki to push forward? Just goes for it at this range. Jump knocked him out of the air. Throws him from above. Player 1 can't use wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Oak reads the jump in perfectly. Who's going to steal this win? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Hits the drive. Oh man, this is a scary range. Burns out. Player 1 is putting the cherry on top. Drops him hard. And they burn out insane. Noticeable life lead is a what a finish. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stop and block. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Sticks the combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Takes a trip. We are near the end of the round. Can add a little super juice KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Jumps.
Not good enough.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Knocked out and... Big difference in life. The super doesn't hit. The throw whip connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Dakuhado. Throws him. There much super art? What are you jumping in for? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Stark reads the jump in perfectly. Clutch, anti-air. Excellent block. The drive impact doesn't work. Impact squash. Solid anti-air. Good decision with that throw. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Nothing stops this train. Their drive is limited. What's the call now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of Toho burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Risky play, but it pays off. Jumps. Any throw will whiff at that range. There's a burnout. Okay, here we will this super art do anything? Player 1 can't let wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
My turn.
Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Still slugging it out here. The low heavy hits. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player one chases them down. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. And the throw ends the round. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Nails the anti-air. Shoots off a fireball up close. Impact's a no-go. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the jump in. Big throw. Jumps up. Smart play with a throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Grabs and throws. Ooh, what a smart throw. Looking for a check. Reads the jump in perfectly. What a read with that anti-air. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jim knocked them out of the air. Player one, there's a wall slap. They can't do anything now. Still plenty of time left. Connects with the throw. Breaks the block with a throw. What's this Chico Hado gonna do? What were they thinking? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Genius read with that throw escape. Player two, can't let this sit. Nothing stops this train. There's a burnout. Both sides getting ready. Player punish counter sets the table. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Beat them down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player two made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Solid anti-air. The drive impact is denied. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Still very early in the round. They knew that throw was coming. Player one is just about out of drive out there. Trips him up. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Gets the jump in. Player one chases them down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Yoga play. Taking stock. Very solid corner switch. Player one can't afford mistakes without that drive glitch. Each hit is some roses with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of their hits them with a stop and pop? With that, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Shows the medium. Were they baiting them into that? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Full SA plus super arc. The super doesn't hit. Medium kick hits. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player one has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player, what a finish! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knockdown. Throws him down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Hold your breath. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gotta do it. KO.
El Duro Gaming, what's up, El Duro? Thanks for coming, El Duro. What's up, bro? Happy Friday, bro. Two Princess, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're on your phone? Okay. Thanks for being here, Two Princess. Appreciate it. How are you doing? How is your Friday going?
Here at this critical stage, sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 has the light advantage. Going in, both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. The impact doesn't do anything. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Looks like they both look experiencing burnout. Next with the throw. Still slugging it out at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback? Denies the jump in.
How you doing, Two Princess? Thanks for coming. El Duro Game, appreciate you so much, bro. Thanks for coming.
Open drops them from the air. They were right to be on guard there. Jumps up. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! Player 1 is bare crumble from above. Finds the target. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Wall flat into the guard plate. What's next? Nothing stops this train. They've got about half life left. The drive impact doesn't work. Sets up with the jump in. Wow, started waiting for this opening. There's the drive impact. Okay, here we go. This is what a finish. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that good. Gets a risky buff in. Jump. Can't tech the throw. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Nice cross-up. Gets the counter hit throw. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Impact's a no-go. Saihasho grabs him. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Jumps up. Shinju Hadouken. What'll happen here? Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Cuts in with the drive impact. Goes to the air. That's a counter. Going in. Noticeable to break through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in and whips. They're wide open. Smart connects with the throw. Took him to the corner and a flat in with the cross. Oh, here we go. Oh, that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their soup. Nothing stops this train. Goes up above. Okay, here we turns out. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Slices the gas to intense.
Hey, what's up, Mom? Mom Flores, what's up, Mom Flores? Thanks for the like. Thanks for the art. How are you doing, Mom Flores, my friend? Big love shout out to you. What's up, coming?
What a changes with that fireball. Dangerous range here. The drive impact doesn't
Thanks for coming, Mom Flores. Big love shout out to you.
No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NS.
Thanks for the arts.
Damage calculation. No doubt about it.
What are you doing, Mom Flores? Thanks for coming.
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that.
How's everybody going, to Princess?
It's not over yet.
How's everybody Friday going?
It's time for that run back. Get out of there with the back tap. Medium kick hits. Close them. What's next? Player one has the life advantage. Knockdown. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Timely side pitch there, which will let him go on the attack. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Fantastic reactions there. Low heavy for the win. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure.
Hey, what's up, live? Welcome to the stream live. What's up? Thanks for coming.
Combo with the target combo. Takes them over, hits them with a stop and pop. Well timed. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Anti-air burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Looking for a chance. Pokes with a medium kick. There's a change of sides. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Jump! Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Both sides getting the perfect use of the corner and rewarded with the win this round.
Judy!
Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger!
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Come on! Get ready! This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Knuckle! Sure you can! Knuckle! Sure you can!
Goes for the surprise rush in. The move whips and they get nailed with a punch counter. Trips them up. Opts for the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? Throws them to negate the block. All that effort for so little payoff. Knockdown. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Got their eye on the air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Who will capitalize on an opening first? Creates an opening with a low heavy? The corner throw ends it. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stopping block. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. They were expecting that drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this one. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player one will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. Breaks the block with a throw. Rushes that off and keeps going. Max SA. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Life lead is there. Connects with the throw. They're going for the super art. Player throws them. Grabs and throws them away. No! Clear up the line now? Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in? This they were waiting for. Medium kick into, connects with the throw. Player one with the lead will make excellent block. fighters desperately want meter here. Nothing stops this train. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Oh my, the throw tag rushes in. He meets them air. Pokes with a kick. A jump in? What now? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Connects with me, hits him with a stop and pop. Jumps up. Throws him to negate the block. Player one chases him down. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Oh, whiffs the throw. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Grabs them, and is going on the offensive. Holds out with the block. Both players all out of drive, closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Nails the crack shoot. Who's going to start things off? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Gotta be careful not to whip good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player two will look to apply pressure. A super arc. Player two, ooh, what a smart throw. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Connects with the throw. Player two can't use any drive move. Gotta play it. This is gonna hurt. Player two, that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Sets up, closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Scott reads the jump in perfectly. Grounds him from above. Impact, squash. Brushes that off and keeps going. Connects with the throw. What's next? Oh man, throws him. This is gonna hurt. What now? Excellent block. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. A jump in? Genius read with that throw escape. Ooh, what a smart throw. Noticeable. No, straight up the line now. I can't believe it. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Ugh, take a seat. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's win. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throw whip. Goes for the fireball. Put one in the pocket. That was a solid anti-air. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Blocks the jump in. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Can't tech the throw. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Well-timed corner switch. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Hanging on for dear life. Up tap to close. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off open fireballs right from the get-go. Gets a normal hit from the driving pack. They're still good. Medium kick here. Hits them with a stop and pop. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters have a fires off the Shifu Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. How will they manage their drive gauges? Barely blocks the jump in. Medium kick. A quick breather. Play it fair now. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Nice block on the overhead. There's a change of sides. Player throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Blocks. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What's next? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Decides not to rush in without a plan. Demon Raid breaks the block with a throw. Jumps up. Back to the foot. Were they baiting them into that? Player one with the rhythm owning that space. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Oh man, this is a scary range.
Honda. Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Lots of aggression from both sides. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Taking stock. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oicho throw. The big play does it. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big counter. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2, oh, burnout triggered. Quick breather. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Uses the gauge for a super art. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. The super doesn't hit. This is a turn finishes with the throw. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Later guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes and the shares. Appreciate it so much. Everyone have a good night. Have a good night too, Princess. Continue on Sunday, guys. Everyone have a great weekend. See you guys later.
A woman I'm proud to call my friend, a love of my life.